water in my eyes. You already know what time it is. It's time for the Marvel Rivals Hot Tub Tier List for Season 2. Oh boy. I love me a good tub. I love me a good tub. If I just jump into the water, I think this is going to be very cold. This is probably a horrible idea. Oh. Holy crap! Holy crap! I came out of the hot tub, so I'm not completely naked. Now, Season 2 has been a rough start for your boy. But that doesn't matter. Competitive doesn't matter in Marvel Rivals. What matters is the tub. That's the only thing that matters in Marvel Rivals right now. We have the different tiers. Horny for the tub. S tier lives in the tub. A tier tub connoisseur. B tier average tub enjoyer. B.5 tier living toasters. C tier tub hater. D tier will never touch the tub. If you play her, you should burn in hell. I just hate this character and pull the plug. Now, I'm gonna get it out of the way. I know what y'all are thinking. Y'all are some normal. Y'all are freaking normal. Normal? Let me grab the camera and look up. Y'all are some normal freaks of nature with Emma Frost. Y'all are disgusting. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. I know why Emma Frost is a fan favorite. I know why she's a fan favorite. I see the vision. And I'm not going to get on this platform and conform to you guys. Very controversial, and I mean controversial placement with Emma Frost. Will never touch the tub. Who am I even kidding, bro? I know. What am I supposed to do with this one? Look at Emma Frost. Dude, it's Emma Frost. Look at my pool noodle. Not in like a weird way. I'm not one of those weird Marvel Rival fans. Miss Invisible Woman's a different story, but I'm not one of those weird Marvel Rival fans. The reason I put Emma Frost in A tier as a hot tub connoisseur is because she's an elegant woman. She is hosting the Hellfire Gala. She is an upper class, top creme de la crop mutant in society. She knows what a good hot tub is. And I'm not just talking about this because they made her incredibly just for the fan service. I'm not going to deny that. That's another reason why. Well, no, I said I'd be different. But that's why you guys would probably put her up in S tier, right? Invisible Woman's different. Dude, she's got the freaking Snow Bunny mind control, bro. What Snow Bunny doesn't love the tub, dude? A good tub? My nipple's showing. She knows what makes a good hot tub. She's been in multiple different hot tubs. She understands and knows. It's the same reasoning as Black Panther and Iron Man and Johnny Storm, not Firestorm, different person. Same reasoning, but she is going in A tier. The second character in this list is Ultron. He's new. Ultron is new. Now, Ultron is an interesting character. I think Ultron would never touch the tub. And he's at the bottom of D tier. And there's a huge gap between him and the rest of D tier. Not enough to make a separate new category. But Ultron will never touch the tub because he despises humanity. Stay with me on this. Every big major historical civilization was built near water. The hot tub is a fundamental part of life in human civilization as we know it. Ultron stands against humanity. Ultron hates humanity. So why would I put him in a high tier? If he hates humanity, then he hates the fundamentals of humanity. And that is the hot tub. One of the fundamental pillars of humanity is the hot tub. So why would Ultron want to be in the hot tub? He wouldn't even want to be near humans, let alone go in a hot tub full of robots. It's a no-brainer pick. It's a no-brainer pick. Because Marvel Rivals Competitive is a crazy game, updates changing, patch notes coming out, they're splitting the competitive season into two different seasons, season 1.5 and season 2 and 2.5. You know, they're splitting everything up. There are big changes happening all the time. Patches, buffs, nerfs, and with that, opinions of certain creators, not me. Not me. All my opinions are set in stone. As someone who is, you know, up there in the hot tubness, I have my observations. I have my professional take. And these characters, since they're always changing, their views are always changing. One thing I will say, these living toasters will never get out of this tier. Never. Because of what, dude? They jump in the hot tub and you just get zapped. Why would they change? However, there is one character that was in a low tier and is being bumped up a considerable amount. And that is Venom. I am moving Venom all the way up to lives in the tub. The reason I say Venom lives in the tub is because of the emote. At first, before the emote, pre-emote, PE, he was a hot tub hater. And my reasons was because he's a symbiote. He's made out of slime. He disintegrate in the hot tub. Now with the new emote, his views have changed. He lives in the tub. Another character that is being moved up in the ranks is Moon Knight. I am moving Moon Knight up to A tier, a hot tub connoisseur. He's not horny for the tub and doesn't live in the tub, but he is a hot tub connoisseur. And one person in the comment pointed me out. One person in the comments pointed this out to me in the comment. What? I'm having difficulties. One person in the comments section of the original, the very first hot tub tier list said that in the comics, Moon Knight has a hot tub to enter his bat cave. And I forgot to update it in the last video. Moon Knight is a hot tub connoisseur. He is a hot tub connoisseur just because of that. He knows what a good tub. I do not think Moon Knight would put in a crappy hot tub to go in to his lair. It would have to be something huge. It would have to be something big. The hot tub would just have to be of a high quality, better than royalty, because it's Moon Knight. And we know that every time he enters the tub, he is yelling, "The moon!" This character received a really big buff this season. And I didn't see the vision in the first couple competitive seasons. I was a hater of this character. But because of this buff, they became probably one of the best healers in the game. And because they are the best healer in the game, that does not mean that they deserve to be in this tier and are being lowered. That's right. I'm talking about Rocket Raccoon will never touch the tub. Just because he is the best, one of the best healers in the game, doesn't mean that he is a hot tub connoisseur. Yes, he can make tubs. Yes, he can see them from afar and hates them. But now, with his ult healing you, why would he want to go in a hot tub? It's the same reasoning as Mr. Fantastic. He would rather just look at it, not even touch it. Not interested. Hot tub hater. Subsequently, I've changed my mind about Luna Snow. She is not, will never touch the tub. I think she is a hot tub hater. And my reasoning is simple. You know, she has ice powers, but she didn't despise it as much as I thought. As I saw her develop, that comes out weird. I'm not going to say as I saw her develop. That makes me sound weird. You know, as the game kept on progressing. The hot tub hater. She has ice powers and hates the tub, but will never touch it because she's a superstar. That's all I wanted to say. Another character, not a huge leap, but staying kind of is Hawkeye. You know, Hawkeye is a hot tub hater. He actually, you know what? After further review, I just remember some crazy Hawkeyes that I played with. Hawkeye, definitely, I just don't like Hawkeye. He's annoying to play against and it hurts. Punisher, I'm moving to hot tub hater. You know, I thought that he would normally enjoy the tub. It would make sense. Kill bad guys, crack open a cold one with the boys, and then just chill in the hot tub. I think he'd rather just crack someone's skull open, just to be honest, and not even touch the tub. I think he'd rather just do that continuously. That's why Punisher is going into hot tub hater. Another character that I think is deranked and fell. Iron Fist. Surprising. I know. Recent buffs prove otherwise, that he is a very strong, viable character. However, because of that, I think he would rather spend more time training than be a hot tub connoisseur. I know, as like a Shaolin monk, not racist, some sort of Iron Fist monk, there's probably mystical hot tub springs up in the mountains. I think that he would rather be training. I think Danny Rand would be in those hot tubs and be a hot tub connoisseur, but this isn't Danny Rand. This is a different Iron Fist with a bunch of different ideals and morals and character flaws. So we're using our brains. I was wrong on this one. I'm sorry. Another character dropping down in their ranking is Mantis, actually. Tub enjoyer, kind of in the middle. The average tub enjoyer. I just think, you know, she's very confused all the time. She doesn't really know Earth customs because she's an alien, but she's not like a connoisseur. I know aliens have hot tubs, not a foreign concept to many aliens, but I don't think her planet had hot tubs. So I don't think she's a connoisseur anymore. She's open to the idea and open to the idea of going into a hot tub, but after further review on the play, I just think she's an average tub enjoyer. She understands what makes a good tub, but she's not a connoisseur. A character jumping up, not making a huge jump, but a substantial one, is Magik. I don't think many people understood that Magik is an average tub enjoyer and enjoys the hot tub. I think it just escaped some minds. And the reason it dawned on me is because she literally goes to hell. And that's pretty hot. Fire, hotness, and hell, and teenage activities. Hot tub. Only logical explanation. The last and final character that I'm going to jump up here is Hela. I think Hela is a tub hater, but will never touch the tub. These characters, I feel like, just would not want to be in the tub whatsoever. Hela, being like a goddess, might just hate the tub and just has a really cranky attitude half the time. But she's not like super opposed to it. She just hates it. She's not like she'll never like not touch a tub. She probably grew up with the tub and just slowly faded out and just kind of, with her mean, cranky attitude, just slowly started to develop a hatred for the tub. Oh, just, you know, she'll touch it. She'll like, you know, but isn't going to like touch it. I think this is really solid. I know there's not a lot of change in this tier list, but you know, things can change in season 2.5. Let me know what you guys think about this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Ban Spider-Man if you're in gold and above, and ban Wolverine because these two characters are horrible. If you play Spider-Man, pull the plug. Just bite the bullet and do it. Pull the plug to your computer, not your grandma.